Welcome to HaveHam Tutorials. In this video, we'll show you how to create a multiplayer Tic Tac Toe game in Kodular using Firebase. Start by going to c.kodular.io and creating a new project. Design the user interface with a clean layout. Include buttons for joining and creating a room, and add a vertical arrangement to serve as the Tic Tac Toe board. You'll also need to add a Firebase component to handle multiplayer functionality, and a notifier component to display messages and collect the room ID from users. Next, import a Tic Tac Toe extension. We're using a custom extension developed by our team, which you can find on the Kodular community forum. Once your design is ready, move to the block section. When the Join Room button is clicked, set the Firebase project bucket to root by using a /. Then, use the notifier to display a text input dialog, where the user can enter a room ID. After the user inputs the text, Firebase to get the value associated with that room ID. When the Create Room button is clicked, fetch a unique ID from the database and set the Firebase project bucket to ID. Then declare 3 variables for managing game data and state, exactly as shown in the video. Continue by adding the necessary blocks to handle the results returned from Firebase's getValue method. You'll also need to add blocks that manage the game logic and determine game results. Now it's time to set up your Firebase project. Go to the Firebase console and create a new project. Click on the Android icon and configure the package name to match what you used in Kodular. Create a Firebase real-time database and copy the database URL. If the web API key is not displayed, download the Google_services.json file and open it. Copy the value labeled current_key. One important correction: instead of using after text input, make sure you use got text from dialog when handling user input. Additionally, while joining a room, remember to set the player's symbol to O. Now it's time to test the game. As you'll see, everything works perfectly. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials from us.